You know that feeling, right? That little bit of panic when you're trying to find your gate in a massive airport or a doctor's office in a hospital that feels like a maze. Well, today we're looking at a piece of tech designed to make that whole feeling a thing of the past.
Oh yeah, we've all been there. You're just staring at one of those giant directories, looking at a tiny "you are here" dot that feels like it's a million miles from where you actually need to be. It's that universal frustration that can turn a simple trip into a super stressful race against the clock.
But what if your phone could just become your personal guide? I mean, what if it knew the layout of these giant, confusing places just as well as it knows the streets outside? That's exactly the solution we're going to dive into.
So the technology is called Paathner, and its whole core idea is something called a digital twin. Now, just imagine taking an entire airport and creating a perfect, living, breathing digital copy of it that fits right in the palm of your hand. That's really what makes this so powerful.
And you know, this isn't just about making a better map. Like their mission says, it's really about closing that gap between our digital tools and our actual physical reality. The goal here is to make getting around a hospital just as easy as scrolling through your phone.
So who really needs this? Well, think of any place that's big enough to practically have its own weather system, you know? Sprawling airports, complex hospitals, those multi-level malls, and massive convention centers. Basically, anywhere a simple sign just isn't going to cut it.
Okay, so how does this all actually work when you're there? Well, Paathner isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's more like a flexible toolbox, giving places 3 different ways to guide people. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, inside the toolbox, we find 3 main tools, kind of ranging from simple to pretty advanced. You've got a basic QR code scan, an interactive kiosk, and then a full-blown mobile app. And this flexibility is so key because, a small museum has totally different needs than a huge international airport.
Let's start with the simplest option on the table, QR-based navigation. You've seen these things everywhere. You just scan a code with your phone and boom, you're pretty much good to go.
The real beauty of this approach is just how simple it is. For the venue, it's super cheap and easy to roll out. And for you, the best part is you don't have to download yet another app. You just scan and there's your map. It's totally frictionless.
Okay, let's move on to the next tool in the box, the kiosk. This is that physical information hub, right? A dedicated screen that's usually in a central spot where you can get your bearings and figure out where to go.
The big win here is reliability. Kiosks work even if your phone has 0 signal, which happens all the time in these big buildings. They have a big, clear interface, and they also create a new spot for the venue to share info or even show ads, which can help pay for the system.
And finally, we get to the premium experience, the dedicated mobile app. This is where that digital twin idea really comes to life. It turns your phone into this super powerful personal guide.
With the app, the map is literally alive. If your gate changes at the airport, your route updates on its own. If you need a path that's wheelchair accessible, it finds one for you. And it even connects you with the businesses around you. Like, imagine walking past a coffee shop and getting a little ping for a half-price latte. Pretty cool?
So let's put it all together here. This table really breaks down the trade-offs. The QR code in the kiosk, super simple, no download needed, but they're static. The app, on the other hand, does require that download, but in return, it unlocks this whole world of dynamic, real-time features, and it's all completely free for you, the visitor. But here's the thing. This technology is about way more than just helping lost people. There's this whole other layer of value here, and it's specifically for the venues and all the little businesses that are inside those venues. It's really like a two-sided coin. For us, the visitors, the win is obvious. Less stress, easier to get around. But for the venue, the benefits are huge. They get super valuable data on foot traffic, they can help their tenants get seen, and all of that, at the end of the day, boosts everyone's bottom line.
Yeah, this is basically the command center. The platform gives venues these powerful analytics. They can see which areas are the most crowded, which stores get the most visitors, how long people stay. This isn't just a bunch of data, it's real insight. They might realize, hey, we need more seating over in this wing, or that a specific shop could really use a promotion. It lets them manage their space in a way they never could before.
So look, there are other navigation tools out there. What makes this one so different? Let's break down the key things that really set this platform apart from the rest.
First off, it's an all-in-one platform. It's not just a map. It's a map, a business directory, and an advertising platform all rolled into one single system. For someone running a venue, having all that integrated is an absolute game changer.
Second is that digital twin idea we keep coming back to. And this is important. It's not just some flat 2D floor plan. It is a rich, multi-level digital model of the entire building. That's the tech that allows for truly accurate, three-dimensional navigation, not just a line on a screen.
And finally, let's be real, none of this tech matters if it's not easy to use. The entire system is built from the ground up with the user in mind, because the most powerful navigation tool in the world is totally useless if people find it confusing. Accuracy and simplicity, those are the ultimate goals here.
So we started with a really simple problem, getting lost in a mall. But the idea behind this technology is so much bigger, isn't it? It makes you wonder, could a truly seamless digital guide fundamentally change how we interact with the physical world itself? It's a fascinating question to think about.